I know I'm late. I was watching a couple of programs about reindeer on BBC Earth with the family. How you doing? Did you get through it? Only a few more days left of the year. We've got the new year coming up. Mom's got her crush up. And I was able to verify the presence of God. Zilla. Right over there. Sorry, Nomi. Yeah. So there's that. Hello, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Hello, Panda Kelly. Hello, Nomi. Good to see everybody. I'm glad you're here. I should hit the rack somewhat early because tomorrow is going to be baking pretty much all day. We don't have, as I said, mom wants to make cookies for friggin' everybody, and Down's mom, yay, you made it, and the tree is already down. Good for you. I will likely be making sticky black gingerbread. I may make these paleo shortbread thingers that Skylight Knight sent me a recipe for. Shut Up Matt has been marked safe from Whamageddon. I ascended to Whamhalla on Monday. The restaurant that we were in, that I was in with my folks, played the song no less than 3 times. But no LDB. I have been marked safe from LDB. I have emerged triumphant for yet another year. In Spain, hey, Kimberly Gabaldon. Hello, Danielle Oric. In Spain, there is a pooping priest in the manger scene. Interesting. But yeah, no LDB for me, but I did ascend to Whamhalla. Anyway, I know that I came on late, and I came on right around the time that I'm supposed to do meds, so we should probably do that just to get everybody medded up somewhat on time. Steve-O, 7th, good to see ya. Ahoy, hoy. Merry, happy, or whatever. Lovely Wednesday to the rest of us. Festivus, all that stuff. Sunshines. You don't even know what LDB is. LDB is Little Drummer Boy. And there are a bunch of people who play the game. Hey, Sandy Wandy, to see if we can go from Thanksgiving until Christmas not hearing LDB. So that's what I do. And I was there in danger for a while, but made it. Shut Up Matt had a close call. The 2 servers in a fish and chip shop were wearing Wham t-shirts. Ooh, that is dangerous. Latter-day Beavers construct dam, hydroelectric microwaves, planned obsolescence. So much drama in the LDB. Kind of hard being KE-double-T. It's like this and like that and like this and... And here's the first Xenomarlene of the night. I don't even know what it's to, but to whatever it is that you feel like toasting to. with so much drama in the LDB. Yep. And yeah, for this, it's night meds. Take your night meds. It's a modern pharmacology. Night meds, time for night meds. I avoided hearing LDB. Take them well before you go to sleep. They work while you're busy counting sheep. When you take your night meds, it's a happy, healthy snooze time. A snory snooze time. You'll have a sleepy time. Night meds. Remember to sip first so the things don't stick. Maybe I'm asleep and I don't understand that game. That's fair. It's really basic. It's just try to go the whole season without hearing the song Little Drummer Boy. It can be especially dangerous if you're shopping in brick and mortar shops for the holidays and eating in restaurants, because you never know who's going to be out there playing holiday music. We've got a song from Shut Up Matt. Let me bump up the volume.
From Duluth, a lovely lady streams with blue hair and wine, a smile and cricket was her name. Night by night, she reminds us to take our meds. She gives a smile all the while and streams again and again. Oh, choo-choo and crickets let the stream and tell us to take our night meds. Off they burp with a burpity burp, 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 burp.
Took me a second to see where you're going with that, but yeah, no. Ellie the elephant packed a trunk and back. Something off to the circus. Off she went with a trumpety trump, 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 trump. Very nice. Yeah, when you get here, if you would please be so kind. LDB is Little Drummer Boy. Hit the like or the dislike. Thank you, Sergeant Fanny, for the reminder. Please go ahead and do all the nice little YouTube viewer things. Like, dislike, subscribe. Check to see if you're still subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love it if you would. Feel free to become a member or to gift some memberships. They're $2.99 a month. I only have one membership level because why make it more complicated than it needs to be, right? We accept super chats. We accept super stickers and super thanks and all those fun stuff. And if you want to reach me, all the ways to do so are down below in the description box, including ways to support the channel that doesn't allow YouTube to get a 30% bite out of it. George Michael and C.O. Bill, false conviction, accosted by Tim Tallman in public toilet. Yes, I'm sure it is a false conviction. Hey, here she is. Ho, ho, ho's. Char. My carb Sarge. I have a photo to show you. And where is it? Yes, here we go. It says 12 days of Christmas, but instead of birds, it's different potato dishes. And so I'm just going to send that to you on Messenger, Shar, because you need it. Yes, 12 days of Christmas, but it's just potatoes. And why not? Hey, Body Illusion. Hello, Michelle. Sophia In contrast to marriage, you'll take any engagement. Yes, that is an absolute fact. Yep. Marriage is an institution, and I don't think I'm ready to be institutionalized yet. Sounds like 2025 is going to be a wild ride. Yeah, I honestly would be okay with a mild ride at this point. But we do what we gotta. How was your holiday? How'd you get through it? You feeling okay? I know some of you are completely exhausted. Who's a fan of Squid Games? Squid Game. I haven't actually watched it, but I've heard really good things about it. So, and I know that Choo Choo is a fan of Squid Game. So, yeah. Nothing wrong with potatoes. Not a damn thing in the world. Season 2 about to start in a minute. Oh, shit. Well, don't waste your time hanging out here with me. Is it on Netflix? Every day of potatoes. Yes. And hello, Danny. How's your noggin healing up? Nomi can't find his glasses and can't see chat. That sucks. They're always going to be the last place you look, too. I'm sorry to hear that, Nomi. I have misplaced my glasses on numerous occasions, and that's really frustrating. I mean, the good news is the cabin is small. When did you last remember having them on? Char says, Michael and I were basically as least holidaysy as possible and pottered around our unit and rearranged some plants. Very nice. Good job. Well done. I slept. I was going to go to the movies, and it fucking sucked, on the edge of sanity and no change in sight. Okay. Shar says we stuffed large amounts of fries into bread rolls with sriracha Kewpie mayo. Nice. Nice. That sounds carb-tastic. Hello, Pamela SP Butterfly. You did check your head already. Okay, good. Good, Nomi, because that would be the first place that I would recommend checking, would be whether or not they were sitting on your noggin. Speaking of potatoes, my granddaughter had an upset tummy today, and we didn't get to see her and her parents. Well, I am sorry. I'm sorry that the potato was feeling under the weather. Yeah, I was going to go to the movies, and then Mom said, if it's a packed theater, you're probably going to bring home more than popcorn. And pretty much everybody around here, a lot of people have been coming down with the beer virus, the vid. So I was a smart girl and I canceled my ticket. I'll get a refund in 3 to 5 business days. 2 days ago when I went to bed, haven't seen them since. Well, they've been missing for 2 days, Nomi? Dang. Did they fall under the bed? Favorite part of the day, went outside and started a bonfire. And takes a few leaves. Nice. Hers sucked. Michelle's sucked. Sophia, we ate a lot of kale stew, ate cheesecake with chosen family, got the boat out of the water and deep cleaned. Nice. Bill marked safe after spicy tteokbokki poops. Tteokbokki is pretty freaking spicy. We regularly breathed deeply and peacefully reflected on how much worse it was when we had to squish our authentic selves into cardboard cutout for family members doing family event. Yeah. Oh, you sent me a screenshot of the grandbaby on video chat. And is her mother okay with showing the potato? Yep. That's a potato. Oh, you've been in bed for 2 days. Oh, shit. There's a potato. No, you've been in bed for 2 days. Okay. Nomi said that he has already checked his head. There was a bobcat in Sandy Wandy's yard. Wow. Why have you been in bed for 2 days, Nomi? Because of the holiday? Pamela SP Butterfly, we spent a quiet day at my sister's. Her in-laws are there and made 2 yummy meals for us. It was a tough day because it's a week since Dad passed. Yep. And Casillas. Good to see ya. Yes, that small human does look satisfactorily potato-esque. I'm glad that you approve, Shar. Bill says, Nomi, let's do book 1 co-auditing. No need for glasses. We found out tonight that my ex, my most recent ex, he lost his stepmother on the 24th. So it's been that kind of season, hasn't it? Why has he been in bed for 2 days? Because it's dangerous to walk around without glasses? Well, there's that. There is that. Okay, you guys, probs are aware I came out the womb a raging atheist, but I will send a holiday-themed Porpington report. And here we go. We have a holiday-themed Porpington report. Oh my. Good heavens. Yep, you know the drill. I hold it up until it fades, because you need to gaze upon this. And this. That's a lot of floof. I'm thinking that that's Duke and Blythe. Duke Ferguson Hubble. And Blythe, but it might not be. It might be Peggy. No, that's Peggy. I can't tell. The one in the hat might be Duke. But the multicolored one is definitely Blythe. Fairly certain this is Henry. More porps. Nomi says, I'm fucked up. Head and pain. My generator is broke down. Backup gen down. Been living in the dark for a week and it's getting to my head big time. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, that sucks. Nomi, I'm sorry. I had no idea. That really sucks. Well, Xenu Marlene to Porps. I wish there was something I could do to help you, Nomi. And we have Pamela SP Butterfly, her sister's cats. This is Adventure. And this is Inky. And Inky clearly wants nothing to do with this camera nonsense. What the hell are you doing, lady? I don't even know you. Have we met? Well, we're sending ones for you. We're thinking about you. Shut Up Matt is frying up Bubble and Squeak for the wife's breakfast. Yep, the leftover veg from Christmas dinner go into the frying pan. Damn right. I am familiar with Bubble and Squeak. Two days of... That was Peggy and Blythe. Yes, Ferg wasn't thought of yet. These were taken last year. Okay, gotcha. 2 days of battery for my phone, and I go dark until I figure out how to make money. Fuck. Yeah, we gotta help the Nomi out, guys. We can't let him go dark up there. The Forbes are saying, check out this literature and consider doing a Bible study. Jehovah God and his organization love you. There's Brian Lucas. Hello. He's sending good vibes to the gnome. Ann Casillas says, can't effing type. Med taking me to bedtime. Love you. I love you right back. Ann Casillas, please sleep well. Sleep sweet. Yes, Bilfy, we did some Bible study. Slaves, submit yourselves to your masters with all respect, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the cruel. Yeah. That cat is so cat. Yeah, that cat is definitely cat. He was actually quite affectionate. Oh my God, Ann Casillas. You guys. Xenu Marlene to you, sweetheart. You may not be able to type, but you just threw out a bunch of horsey sauce packets and gifted 20 memberships, and I thank you so much. That was so generous. If you wound up getting a membership gift from Ann Casillas, please throw a thank you to her in the chat or in the comments. Oh, yay, Between the Cracks got one. Crazy Love is Love. Sharing with Shannon, Cassifras, Sandy McKenna. What the Fox? Blake Reed. Cat ACDC fan. All kinds of people. Hey, Kelly. Good to see ya. Yeah, totally exposing lurkers, too. There are a lot of people in there that I do not recognize, but I am certainly grateful that they are subscribed. I think that's great. Thank you so much, Anne. That's incredible, and you are such a heavy supporter of this channel, and I just appreciate you to the moon and back. And there is a hair. You found your glasses! Yay! Fuck yeah! It may be only a small victory, but we celebrate all fucking victories around here, okay? So finding your glasses, fuck yeah. And damn right, we Xenu Marlene to Yeah, I don't know. You know what? It might be because your channel is a branded channel. I don't know. Have you been allowed to accept gift memberships from others, from other channels? Because I think it has something to do with if you have a branded channel that you can't accept gifted memberships. I don't know. But that might be part of it. Zena Marlene to Ann Cassie, yes. For those of you waiting for God to return or Jesus or whatever, it is already happened. It's Peggy, and we are her slaves. Fair. Well, at least now you can see, Nomi, and that might help. Just pray to the Lord, Peggy. The funny thing about the Mormon adverts this year, I listened to a series where ex-Mormons showed us the BS doctrine behind the Book of Mormon scriptures. They're ridiculous. Wooden submarines. Ooh. Wow. Nice. You sent me a kale stew, volcano, and island pictures. Yes, you do get them from others. Okay, well then I have no fucking idea, and I am sorry that you didn't get hit in the flinging of the Miss Sunrise Dawn can't get gifted memberships because she has a branded account. I don't know what it takes to get a branded account because I don't have one. But I'm still able to get branded memberships. Okay, so here's kale stew. And Peggy said, "Let there be sight." Oh, and she just sent me a whole bunch of beautiful photos of the sea. Ooh. Come on, turn. Turn. No? It won't turn. Okay, well, that's annoying. Kimberly Galdon says the kale stew looks yummy. Ooh. I love all these beautiful photos, Sophia. Daniel Sander gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Daniel Sander. That was also incredibly generous. I appreciate this. Dusty Soda Dispenser got one. Michelle got one. Nomi still didn't get hit, and neither did Shut Up Matt. But thank you so much, Daniel Sander. This is incredible. It's a Christmas miracle, y'all. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. It has been a while, hasn't it? Zena Marlene, do you, buddy? Thank you. I'm going to have to trim these bangs again. Getting a little long, getting on my eyelids. I just trimmed them. Oh, well. Yeah, that was quite a pot of stew. I'm curious to know what else is in it. I saw sausages of some sort. I'm not sure what else was in there, but I am curious. Because I'm not a fan of kale most of the time. I find it to be bitter. Good night, and Casillas. And happy first night of Hanukkah as well. The Festival of Lights. Put on your yarmulke. It's time to celebrate Hanukkah. So drink your gin and tonica and smoke your marijuana. Aw. Casillas, you are loved. Casillas, I love you so fucking much and think and talk about you every day, says Charmichael. And I think that's delightful. I think about her quite frequently as well because she's a freaking gem. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Sophia found cool rocks. That's awesome. I stayed in bed and didn't get sick from going to see a movie in a packed theater, and it was packed. When I bought my ticket, there were very few seats available left in any of the showings, and so, yeah, it was gonna be crazy pants, and so I said, "Okay, alright, it's probably smart because if I bring that home, it'll probably take out my stepdad." So ham, sausage, potatoes, onions, bacon, and lard. This kale is not health food. Fair. That sounds extremely fair. It also sounds delicious. That does indeed sound yummy. For reals, one is my all-time fave people ever. Yeah, no, she's amazing. I know that it looks like she sent me, that Sophia sent me a video as well. Oh, that's a little loud. Just a little seaside video. Thank you. Aw, she was talking about you two just this evening. Yay. Kelly is wearing her Grinch dress with gold sparkly trim and red leggings with white long sleeve t-shirt, makeup, and just did my hair. Celebrating with my fur baby and y'all. Very nice. I am still wearing my t-shirt that has apparently 3 nipples, and says festive as fuck. Dell would like one of every food dish mentioned, please. My mom made a meat pie. It's just basically there's a reason this dish is a whole season here. Okay, fair enough. Lifelong family friend of ours is in the hospital fighting for his life because of the vid, and his wife is homesick with it. Yep. A lot of people are getting it. So I was a smart girl and I stayed out of the theater. Yep, Danielle, my daughter took her dad to see Gladiator today, and the theater was packed, they said. Yep. Passing out now. Bye. Okay, Anne. Mom made a meat pie. Basically, you just take a pie dish and you line the bottom and the sides of it with mashed potato, and then you pour in ground beef in like a tomatoey sauce sort of thing, and then you put shredded cheese over the whole top of it, and into the oven it goes. Pretty basic, but super good. Boxing Day, there's some mad people who go swimming in the big lake in Hyde Park, London. Yeah, here we do a polar plunge where people, and granted, it's for a good cause, right? It's raising money for some organization or some charitable organization or other, and they do a polar plunge where they just jump into Lake Superior. And I never remember when it is. I think it might be on New Year's Day, but maybe it is Boxing Day. I don't know. Even though I took a long nap today, I'm fading quickly. Love and ones to all. Well, sleep sweet, Pamela. Of course you're fading quickly. It's been a hell of a week for you. So sleep well. May your sleep be restorative for you. Yes, lining of potato. 'Twas delicious indeed. And when I finally emerged upstairs, I ate about half of it, which, it's fine because Jerry ate very little. So I had to make up for that. And it was all I could do not to put the last bit of it into the bowl. But I sat with what I had already consumed and let my body tell me rather than my screaming id. So I was mindful and I did not eat my feelings. One of our beaches has been going viral. It was cray. Yeah, absolutely packed is an understatement. Yeah, no, thank you. Shut Up Matt had the vid 3 months before it was popular. Ooh, in late October. Very nice. For contents, the lockdown was March 2020. Yep. Hello, Darth Beaver. Yep, we're still awake. Just woke up to empty the dog. Aha. Wow. Part of the Cantilpnian tradition in Spain. Yep. There is a pooping priest. Outside the manger. Or outside the barn. That's funny. Wow. Well, hey, that's cool. You do what you gotta, right? And I mean, you're already... Daniel Sander does that on the regular. Okay. Yeah, I don't hate myself that much. Everybody poops. Yes, they do. Shut Up Matt says, I am now a grown man. No one is going to force me into cold water ever again. That's smart. Yeah, I don't hate myself that much. I mean, I get that it's for charity and that's awesome, but February 15th. Plunge begins at 2 p.m. subject to change at Park Point. Check in at the garden. Parking and check in at the garden. Park Point, Duluth, Minnesota. Yep, they do that. That's here. So February 15th is where it happens. Gotcha. Took my parents on a little trip to see my sister for 5 days. Very nice, Darth Beaver. Charmichael says, ain't nothing going to make me touch any cold water for any reason, and that is also fair. Kelly just sent a photo. Let's take a look. Did you send it in email? Yes, you did. Well, there she is in her Grinch dress, her little Grinchy outfit. There's our Kelly, one of our Kellys. Sophia says cold water is fun in small dosages. They would have to be very, very small. And Kelly, by the way, Kelly, the other Kelly, Panda Kelly, she went out and had xiaolong bao with her daughter today, which I think is pretty awesome. They thanked me for the inspiration. Even Jesus and LRH pooped. It's true. Although LRH needed to because he was so full of shit. My buddy and I got dared to jump in a lake naked in the middle of winter one year when I was around 18. I'm sure you did. And I'm sure you did. Something, stack of dimes, something. I forget the source, but I don't do water, fish fucking it. Yep. They do. It's true. Wouldn't exactly describe it as fun, but it sure is invigorating. Indeed. Sophia considered getting in barefoot the day of the photos that she sent, and that's, I mean, hey, you get your feet a little bit cold as long as you've got dry socks nearby and a towel for afterward to clean your feet and desand them and then get them nice and wrapped up, toasty warm again. Yeah. I was just watching a couple of different shows on BBC Earth about reindeer, and boy, they use every part of the reindeer. The Sami people are the reindeer herders in Lapland, in Norway, up by where Maya, actually further north probably than Maya. I don't know how much Sami culture is in Tromsø where she is, but yeah, they make the shoes that they have, apparently, that they make out of reindeer skin are from what the photographer in the show was saying, significantly warmer than the tactical whatever special purpose built cold weather boots that he was wearing. Bronte Beach, next one up from Bondi. Sweet baby Jesus. No shit, that is a COVID farm. Oh my God, you guys. Look at that. No way. Not a chance in hell. I mean, it's beautiful and the water is gorgeous, but no. They also feed agar to the reindeer. Yep. And drink the piss for a shamanic journey. Okay. No, they don't show the actual skinning of the reindeer. They do talk about blood pancakes, which seems a bit odd to me. They put reindeer fat in their coffee instead of milk. Yes, the lichen that they feed to the reindeer and that the reindeer generally eat is part, what did they say? It's part mushroom and part something else, part seaweed. Part mushroom and part seaweed. Char says, I bet most were tourists. Yeah. Lol. Stray at Christmas and shit. Yeah, no doubt. Probably insufficient toilets and parking. Yes, that's probably the truth. That is a lot of freaking people. That's disgusting. Clarkson's Farm series, when they sent the pigs to the abattoir, got told, we give you everything back but the squeal. Yeah, Nomi, I don't blame you being petrified to leave your cabin. Fucking masks. Way better beaches for those in the know. Yeah. That's what I think. That's probably why they were mostly tourists. If Bronte Beach was like that, I can't imagine what Bondi Beach is like, because Bondi Beach is fucking famous. And it was like when I was visiting Bermuda. There's like a certain set of beaches that all the tourists go to, and then there's the beaches that everybody else knows about, that the locals know about, and they're like, yeah, don't go to any of those beaches. Go to these beaches instead. They're much better, and they're empty. Heaps of people. Yeah, that's way too much humanity all at once for Kimberly Gabaldon, and I agree. Yeah, that's vile. Ew. Ugh. Do you have sufficient masks, Nomi, for when you do have to leave the house? And maybe a stun gun or a cattle prod taser for if people get too close. Daniel Sanders says, we've got quite a few beaches around here. Oh, it's Bondi Beach. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Shar. I appreciate that. Daniel Sanders says, we've got quite a few beaches around here. Not many good, though, if any. Fair. I don't think that Denmark is really known for its beaches. But that's all right. It's known for its Danish. I think what got me the most this year was growing up with great memories, and in 10 years, I haven't got a call or a card, and this year, not even a text. Oh, fuck. Well, we're here for you. I just wasn't awake for any of it. Like, literally, I got out of bed right before midnight. Birthday and holidays suck. Yeah, they do. Well, my birthday doesn't suck. I celebrate it with gusto no matter what. Nomi's in Alaska, Michelle. Considering that his name is My Alaska Life appended to the end of it. Yeah, he's in Alaska. And I slept through most of it. I literally got out of bed about 10 minutes before midnight. But Denmark is also basically an island if it wasn't for us bordering Germany. Okay, fair enough. You've got us, Nomi. We may not count as, I don't think we count as a text. But we do count as conversation, and we're always happy to see you. And we're glad that you're here, and we worry when you don't show up. So that gotta count for something, right? Everybody's always busy on my actual birthday, but that's why I celebrate the whole freaking month, because, well, I can. And this year, people actually made far more of an effort to celebrate my birthday, and that felt pretty damn good, honestly. QI, the father of the authors of Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre, changed the family name from Bronte to Bronte due to a military victory in Napoleonic War. Well, okay. Kelly's been in bed for 2 days watching movies, and she is not a movie person. Yeah. Daniel wants to know if you've spotted any good moose lately. We certainly haven't spotted any moose down here. But we do have deer trying to rummage the cracked corn and the bunny bits, the bunny food, out from underneath the porch, and that's pretty funny. Because they basically kneel down and turn their heads sideways, and yeah. You maybe are turning into a Pomeranian, Shar. That's very possible. That is a lap full of floof right there. That is a lap full of floof, and I think she is turning into a pom. Ferguson and Henry. Just imagine that you're Henry and we are the Ferg. Yep, that's all you have to do, Nomi, is just imagine that you're Henry and we are Ferguson, and we will snuggle the hell out of you as best we can here on the internets, here in the corner booth. Oh, it's Phil. It's Phil. No moose, very little snow, so they stay in the woods mostly. Okay. Oh, and it's George. George putting on his best Joseph costume, I guess, this evening. Quite interesting. The Iceman Otzi from 15,000 years ago had a tattoo of a reindeer, stylized, but nevertheless a reindeer. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, because it helped pass the time, and I did see a couple of good ones. Thanks for asking. Very nice. Daniel Sander hasn't gotten much snow there either, which annoys the crap out of him. Nope, George was emerging from his nest. Ah, okay. George looks like a goat. I don't know. It was a very Christmassy photo. He really did kind of, yeah. God, was that a month ago already, Nomi? Yeah, Nomi's had a really difficult autumn and beginning of winter, guys. The heart attack, the developing type 2, the having to cut way down on carbs. There's a lot going on with Nomi, and so his head is messed up as it is, but he's also incredibly isolated. So there's a lot going on with this guy, and now with 2 dead generators. I mean, he did just find his glasses though, so that's something. Karina Shirali. Hi all, Merry Christmas. I have a moose bedding in my yard. Mind you, my yard is 11 acres. Okay, that's a pretty big yard. Very 3 wise men-esque George. Yeah, for sure. That's what it was. He was one of the 3 wise guys. Almost 2. It was November 5th. Okay. Yeah, it's been a rough one for Nomi. A few victories here and there, surrounded by a lot of crap. So let us pull from the sweary bag of affirmations, because I think we probably all need it. What are you waiting for? Get out there and fucking do it. Not at 2:45 in the morning. Oh, wait, did I put it in this pocket or is it downstairs? It's downstairs. Yeah, living in the dark 15 hours a day in an 8x16 is prison and no way out. Yeah, because the only way out is spring, basically. You have a doctor appointment tomorrow, don't you? Or am I mistaken? Did you have one earlier this week? No, because you've been in bed for 2 days. Maybe it was Monday. I thought you had a doctor appointment coming up. Yeah, well, thanks, bossy bag. No shit. I got a fortune when from the cookie that when Choo Choo and I went out for Chinese food. And it said, sell your ideas. They are acceptable, or something like that. Something very, very, I can't remember what, they are acceptable is the part that I'm a little wobbly about. I know acceptable was in there. I don't know if they had another adjective, but it started with sell your ideas. Basically, they are acceptable. And I lost my shit. I was laughing so hard because there's the usual in bed that you append your fortune cookie fortunes with. There's also with a gun. And there is with this fully armed and operational battle station. Those are the 3 that I use. Either way, with any of the 3, it's fucking hilarious. Karina said I did fireworks last night, so yes, spring is going to arrive. I fucking hope so. Kimberly Gabble Dawn, Xena Marlene to fucking doing it. Fair enough, man. Shut up, Matt says, my house, my kitchen. I do the cooking. A woman's place is in the kitchen. Nope, not in my kitchen, it isn't. Fair enough. That bubble and squeak sounds amazing, by the way. The ingredients. Sounds fantastic. So, yeah, approve. We had autumn soup last night, which is a soup make. She did put some ham into it this time. She doesn't always. But it had bok choy, baby bok choy, butternut squash, navy beans, carrot, rutabaga. I don't know if there were potatoes in there or not, but it's a lot of vegetables. Naomi says she better cook better than me if she wants a spot in my kitchen. Fair. But anyway, the soup is just it's delicious. It doesn't have any additional fuckery. It's all from scratch, I think, except for the chicken broth that she used, which was boxed. But really nice basic soup and very. Char wants to know if the bubble and squeak is fried in butter and put on a bread roll. Yes, how does one serve bubble and squeak? Joe Buchanan, yay! Up early enough to catch you. Well, Merry Christmas to you, sweetheart, and Happy Boxing Day. My parents' dog, Bugs, waiting on his Christmas cheese, and Jasper worn out after opening gifts. Okay, so this is from Miss Sunrise Dawn. This is Bugs. He is waiting for Christmas cheese. It is well deserved because he looks like a very good boy. The trick is using the dripping from the roast to add flavor. Slight cheating. I bought in goose fat for the potatoes, but the principle stands. Fair. So there's Bugs, and he's adorable. And here is a very worn out Jasper after opening presents. Now here's the question, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Did Jasper also get Christmas cheese? I certainly hope so. Everybody should have cheese. That's how I do it. Roll, sometimes cheddar, sometimes tomato chutney. Interesting. The word chutney just messes with me. Nomi serves bubble and squeak on a fork into his mouth hole. Also fair. I know the ears. You're talking about the ears on Bugs, right? Bugs insists on opening his own gifts and will absolutely pout if he doesn't get to. It's hilarious. Fair, right? I got to look at those ears again because really the ears on him. Yeah, that's just too much. How can you not? How can you not? You give him the cheese. You let him open his Christmas presents. Ooh, Karina says, Matt, save the drippings for the Yorkshire puds. Okay. I know. What a good boy. Of course he did, and Christmas treats and whatever else the kiddo gave him. Okay, that's fair. Nomi wants to be a dog. What kind of dog would you be, Nomi? I'm trying to picture you as a dog, and there's nothing that's really getting at me. The evening repast consisted of cheese and bread, cheese and Christmas cake, cheese and pork pie, and some cheese. Delicious. Cheese is life. We love cheese. I did not open any presents. I have not received any presents. I mean, here. I have received some support to the PayPal that said Merry Christmas on it. So that I appreciate entirely, significantly. You'd be a lab. Golden or black? What sort of lab would you be? And would you actually retrieve? Bugs is a truly amazing little dog. He used to be mine, but mom dog napped him. I was at a point back then where I couldn't care for him like he deserves, so my parents took him. Fair enough. And now he is living the life of Riley, I bet. I bet the life of Bugs is a good one indeed. Why did you name him Bugs? Or did they name him Bugs? Why is he named Bugs? Daniel Sanders still misses his Sammy, who was a golden retriever. I used to live with a golden retriever, but it was more of a Mac was more of a golden sit and stare at it. You'd try to throw a stick for the guy. There was no fetch. Now, sometimes he would find, like a tree branch or something that had fallen off of the tree and into the yard, just a tremendous one. And try to bring it in the house because he was very excited that he found a stick. Not to mention it was like, half a tree. Forget that. Not important. You would be a black lab because Goldens are stupid. Okay, fair enough. Nomi and Belf banned from Alaska FurCon 2025, falsely accused of fursuit diaper flap by Marriott hotel chain. Well, that's just not right. Very rude. All these false accusations. He came with the name Bubs, and I didn't like it. I needed a similar name, and he used to bounce around like a bunny. Okay. And Nomi says, Bilf, it was so worth it. I love this corner booth so much. You guys are the best. The absolute best. And I love it. Makes me very happy, y'all. Chat poll, is giving my wife a hot water bottle with pockets specifically for her feet considered passive aggressive? No. No, it's not. Because it has been shown that gently warming the feet helps you fall asleep. But gently is the key here. Gently. Because if you do it too aggressively, then you definitely can't sleep. Very different from my Sammy. He was crazy active. Yeah, this one was, if he had thumbs, he'd be writing bad poetry and listening to the Smiths and probably be a cutter. He was depressed. Yeah, Karina Shirali wants one of those hot water bottle with pockets specifically for the feet. I don't think that's passive aggressive at all. Sounds lovely, actually. My feet get cold very easily, so I am pretty much always wearing socks. Unless I'm on a cruise and I'm wearing flippy floppies. Then I'm not wearing socks because that's just not a good look. But other than that, socks. I wear them all the time. I love them. I love my socks. There is nothing like a brand new fresh loaf of socks that you've just purchased. I love socks. Sock! It's a sock. I hear our wind chimes. Must be blowing a bit out there. Third day after solstice, we got 1 minute more of sun today. Hey, it's just going to get better from there. Rebecca Lasley, ED Anchorage Mission is the true diaper fur. Spreads black PR on Alaskan corner booth denizens. There is nothing wrong with guys who write poems and listen to the Smiths. Oh, no, there isn't. Nothing wrong at all. I'm just saying if Mac was that kind of if Mac was human or able to do more human-y things because opposable thumbs, that's what he would be doing. It was merely a descriptor. It was not shade at all. Panda Kelly is using foot warmers disguised as palms. Incredibly lifelike. That would be Brea and Toby. Hi, Brea and Toby. Time for you to go. All right, Daniel Sander, will you have a lovely day? Enjoy. Be well. I don't know if you do Boxing Day in Denmark, but have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. It was good to see you. Not a bad show. so far. Pretty decent amount. I've got 27 people in here. I'm not mad at that. Mac is human and he needs to be loved just like everybody else does. Thank you. Yep, I got it. And Daniel Sander threw out another membership. Thank you so much for flinging another horsey sauce packet. Cheers to ya. Oh my gosh. Joe Buchanan, I always wear socks and they have got to be pulled up and on fully. I hate when people wear socks and have them flopping at the toes. I just can't take it. I just want to pull them up. Yeah, I want nothing to do with floppy toes at the end of my socks. Not at all. That's terrible. People with prosthetic legs can't wear flip-flops because the toes are needed to grip the footwear. They have to employ Velcro to keep the flip-flops on. Good to know. I know you are far north, but are you allowed to celebrate Canadian holidays too? I'm not sure if you're talking about me, Panda Kelly, or if you're talking about Nomi. He's on the other side of Canada. Canada is basically our hat. Nomi had waiter socks for a long time. They came halfway up my thigh and it was awesome. I miss them. That's amazing. I knitted myself some thigh highs once. I still have them downstairs. I should bust those out for the winter. They were warm. Matt, they aren't the only ones. I can't wear them either because my toes don't grip, and it's because I have a spinal cord injury. Okay, well, that makes sense. As for celebrating Canadian holidays, I don't see why not. I think everybody should celebrate all the holidays. Whatever holiday you want to celebrate that shit. We don't generally, but because we're close enough to Canada, we tend to know when they are. And if I get excited about Canadian food, why wouldn't I get excited about Canadian holidays? Canuckistan is a buffer zone between us and the lower 48, says Nomi. Zena Marlene to Daniel Sander. Aaron just uploaded a short of someone in a Papa Smurf costume invading the LA test center. Someone needs to send to my beloved political nemesis, Papa Smurf 80. That would be amazing. Fuck yeah. Knit Pearl knits wool socks. People love them. I think that's great. Panda Kelly is half Canadian, so obligated to celebrate with the fam. Fair enough. Canuckistan, what the fuck? Hey, we call it Canuckistan, Canada, our nation's hat. We call it all sorts of things, but you know what? It's out of love. Because Canada, kind of a boring name. You gotta spice it up somehow. Nomi says hockey is curling. Hockey and curling is as close as we get to Canadian. Oh, we have both of those. We have a curling club. We actually sent a curling team to the Olympics. We sure did. I think one of the guys on the team owns a liquor store in the Kenwood district. Terrence and Philip create fake holidays and diversion while Ricky and Julian flood our streets with Fent. Yes. I love Terrence and Phillip. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. On a different SBTV stream, I asked if Scientos have a life-size David Miscavige doll as their tree topper. They generally don't have trees. But I actually wouldn't feel bad about somebody shoving a spruce up his ass. I got to calling it Canuckistain by a Canadian. That's fair enough. 8 p.m. and Shar is very snoozy. Well, and you're covered in palms. That, I'm sure, doesn't help. Kimberly Gabaldon would not survive without flip-flops in the summer. She got her swim trunks and her flippy floppies. I'm on a boat and you're at Kinko's straight flipping copies. I'm on a boat and Crocs and no socks till 20 Fahrenheit. Fair enough. I grew up playing hockey on grass, not ice, in later years on AstroTurf. I mean, field hockey is okay, I guess, but I'm definitely more of an ice hockey bitch. I love ice hockey. Used to play on the pond all the time. Until I got busted by the artistic director of my of the ballet company that I was performing with. My Miscavige doll is always wearing handcuffs just in case it's a voodoo doll. Fair. Mine is hanging on my little light here. Cricket Cinema! Hey! Good to see you! It's been a while. We played street hockey growing up in Philly. Of course you did. Yeah, my True, I am covered in palms and it's hot because Straya. Yeah. There's my Miscavige doll. He's been hanging out there for a while. My daughter recently told her elf on a shelf that she also had a bad elf and brought out her little Davy doll. Okay, that's fucking funny. Standing between cricket and declaring creation of a cricket sandwich. Fair enough. Soccer is 90 minutes pretending you're hurt. Rugby is 80 minutes pretending you're not. That sounds about legit. Here, every pond has a rink for skating and even high school teams play outside. Very nice. Yeah, we just had I mean, there are rinks around, plenty of them, but where I grew up in kind of a shit neighborhood, there was a field that they would flood every year, and that was our ice skating rink. No Zamboni. So it was bumpy and wobbly, and you had to be careful, and they didn't let girls play on any of the hockey leagues back in my day, so, it's not like I had pads or any actual gear or a helmet or anything. You just throw on a couple of extra sweatshirts and call it good. But now I can't even tell you the last time I strapped on a pair of ice skates. It's been a very, very long time. I always wanted to go skating at Rockefeller Center just to say that I've done it. Ooh, you should have a yuzu sake. I bet it is delish. That sounds amazing. Yuzu is lovely. Very short football season. It hurts getting tackled on frozen ground. Yeah. Zamboni is a trade name for ice cleaners, which are road legal in Canada. That place. Char declares cricket sandwich carb correct. Gates Foundation Operation 2030 masses standing in line for cricket sandwiches and mandatory gender parity at all levels of ice hockey. I'm here for it. Brian Lucas tried to ice skate once a long time ago. The bruises on his ass took a long time to go away. Yeah. The bruise that I got on New Year's Eve a few years ago when my foot hit a piece of ice on the sidewalk that was basically invisible. And I went down real hard on my ass, and the bruise was spectacular. I kept documenting it because it was amazing. My friend Drew helped pick me up, and nothing was broken, but I did tell him, I'm like, I just know that bruise is going to be something to witness. And sure enough, I kept sending him photos of the bruise as it blossomed. I'm like, I'm really impressed with this. Ooh, the yuzu sakes were expired and heavily discounted, so you bought 6 bottles. See? That's exactly how it should be. You would have been losing money if you didn't get it, right? Ice skates hurt. Shut up Matt's ankles. Doesn't know if he could withstand a full game in skates. That makes sense because you got to get the skates that give you enough ankle support. Me, I get shin splints. Ice skates, roller skates, any kind of skates, shin splints immediately. Incredibly painful shin splints. Joe Buchanan, I did my first freelance photography on Friday for a sold-out gig, Man of Moon. It was amazing to be photographing in the pit. I have my next job on Saturday, doing it free for now to build my portfolio. That's amazing, though. Good for you. The curling club I went was open after hours with cheap drinks. I do not recommend trying it after a night of drinking. Still have a lump on my head, and the shock was heard round the world. Yeah, that makes sense. Because they don't wear skates. They just wear shoes. And they fling a stone down the ice. And then they use brooms to guide its way. I really admire people that can take a good picture. I can do them up after the fact, but it's not my jam. I can't do them up after the fact, so I have to take a good picture from the jump. My Photoshop skills are non-existent. There was once that I taught myself how to do Photoshop simply because of a FARC contest. And King Douchebag Von Krunk, I did pretty well in that Photoshop contest, if I recall correctly, but that was like 4 computers ago. Beth! There you are! Hi! Curling is fun when the curling club has a bar and you just hang out and watch your friends. Yeah, I don't have any friends who do curling, but I'm willing to bet that the curling club has a bar. Playing Wii Olympics for hours on end does not correlate with actual curling experience. That is true. That is absolutely true. What was funny was that I was watching friends of mine in New Jersey suddenly get excited about curling. And I'm like, you guys, have you heard about this? I'm like, yes. I grew up around it. Hello. Have fun. Go fling stones. Kiddo fell down in the driveway the other day and tore her tights, bloodied her knee pretty good, and scraped up her hand. She was worried my mom would be upset about the tights. Heck no. No, of course not. We're worried about the knee. It's a passion I've had from a teen and love taking photos, but gigs are my jam. That's awesome. I love that you get to do that. I think it's fantastic, and I cheer you on wholeheartedly. Not sure if there was a pun meant to be in there. Gigs being your jam. Ooh, après skiing when my sons were on the hills. That's where I fell in love with blueberry tea. Yeah, I when it comes to ski hills, you can find me in the chalet. I've tried downhill skiing. I've tried cross country skiing. I've done them both twice. Now I don't have to do them ever again. I read that as World War II Olympics and was wondering what the fuck Nomi was talking about. Yeah, no, it was Wii. Yeah, you can find me in the chalet. A snow bunny, I am not. I do not. I've done the things. I've fulfilled my requirement as a Minnesotan, and now I don't have to do it anymore. I got it all out of the way when I was a kid. We used to take field trips to Spirit Mountain, and now I don't have to, which is good because I don't want to. Curling is target bowling on ice. Pétanque is target bowling if you don't have a flat playing surface. Okay. Target bowling on ice. Yeah. But what about turkey bowling? You know, where you fling frozen turkeys down the aisle of the grocery store in the middle of the night when you're stocking them? Turkey bowling. It's a decent sport. What was I just going to say? I don't recall. But yeah, no, I don't have to ski anymore, and I don't want to ski anymore. And I think bad things would happen if I tried to put on skis anymore. Likewise, I don't snowshoe. Snowshoeing is probably a really bad idea for me, just considering my lack of coordination in general. Poor idea. Got it all out of the way except for ice fishing on shrooms with your pal Bilf. Still time. Yeah, that's a good hashtag. I don't even fish when there's not ice. The closest I get to any of that is listening to Shriekback. And if you get that reference, I'm going to be really surprised. Last time I went skiing, I got down the first time okay, but ate 5 grams of mushrooms on lunch break and had to get a ride after taking the wrong lift and ended up onto a Black Diamond run high as fuck. Ooh, yeah. I bet the trees were playing tag with you and chasing you down the hill. I grew up sledging on plastic fertilizer bags. What would be thought of me if I turned up to the ski resort pistes with such a plastic bag? I don't know. They might send you over to the snowboarding area. They, unlikely that they would let you on the hill with it. But, oh, is she fancy now? Just put frozen raspberries in my yuzu sake in a martini glass. This bitch fancy as fuck right now. Karina says, my only way out is to snowshoe out this time of year. I am snowed in till spring. Well, but that's the way you like it, though, isn't it? I think we've discussed this. So the only reason that you'd need to snowshoe out would probably render you unable to snowshoe out, I would say. Jill Buchanan, I loved skiing. I went to Valmorel in France when I was 16 with the college, and it was amazing. Always wanted to return, but never managed, and now my body won't cope with it now. Yeah. Adulting sucks like that. There are places that can go where you can go inner tubing on the snow tubing. You get a big inner tube and fling yourself down the hill on it. There are places specifically made for that. Cardboard boxes make great downhill sleds, but you feel every bump. Yes. Cafeteria trays also. The same. Shut up, Matt. I'm fancy. I get out of the bath to piss. Fair enough. And good for you. I mean, you could just stand up in the bath and aim, but I don't know. The alternative is piss onto a sponge and squeeze it out into the sink. Nope. I get out of the bath to have a pee as well, but I have to actually climb over the wall because it's a walk-in tub. And so I can't just, it takes a lot more engineering to get out into and out of the tub while it's full because the walls are very high. There's a giant sled and tube run here at Hatcher's Pass. Okay. Yadira is here. Oh no! I make it the pasta. Happy holidays, lovely nasties. Love you, Cricket. Love you too, Yadira. We're having a pretty good evening, I would say. Me and 34 of my friends here. I love it. I haven't been snow tubing since I was a teenager, I guess. Which, again, fine. Nomi pees in the shower when he takes one a few times a year. Well, that's, I mean, it's all going down the drain anyway. So that actually, I'm not bothered by at all. Anything else that maybe you have to heel it down the drain, maybe that I might draw a line there, but peeing in the shower doesn't bother me at all. Yep, there was something I was going to say, and now I don't remember what it was. And I also don't know why my muscles hurt. Like right below my sternum. What did I do? I don't recall doing anything that strenuous. Can't possibly be from taking out the trash. I don't know. Yeah, I am now suffering synaptic flatulence. Big time. Big time. Oh no! I look out of the window. Shar, you have indelibly marked a number of us with Ella's backstory. We will. There are so many people who will never be the same, and they can't hear, oh no, ever again the same way. Real supposed Queen Elizabeth I quote, I take a bath every year, whether I need one or not. Yes, I believe that you mentioned that in here before. That seems familiar to me. See, I'm the kind of person that when I do it up, I try to, I'm gonna go all in. So I'm gonna take a shower first. I'm gonna clean myself. And then after a little while, the hair goes up in a clip and I'll crawl into the bath. Generally with a large beverage. Wine is really appropriate for the bath. And a book. And just stay there. Grant Cardone demands ban of CO Bill from Tampa area. Men's sauna falsely insists different pipes go to different places. Oh. Okay. Running water is a privilege. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And so I try to appreciate the shit out of it as much as possible. And like I said, when I do decide to go there, I go all out because I don't like a bath as a way to clean myself. It seems counterproductive to me. Baths are for soaking. Showers are for cleaning. That's the way I look at it. I don't want to sit in a bathtub surrounded by my own filth and bilf snacks. I mean, skin flakes. Doesn't the steam from the bath get the book wet? No, it does not. Oddly, it does not. And we have a cool little tray that I got for my stepdad that sits across the top of the tub. So you can have your beverage and maybe a plate of snacks, and you can set the book, and it's got a little easel so you can lean the book against it. Joe Buchanan says, I don't enjoy a bath. Can't be bothered with waiting to fill the bath, checking the temp, and then feeling all wrinkly. I just do showers. It's fair. If I want to do bath bombs, I gotta have a bath, obvi. Just had to show off this adorable Jasper photo. Okay, well, let's take a look at Jasper being adorable. There him is. Clings to life long enough for possibility of early spring Nomi dry cabin poop stalagmite destruction stream. Oh my. Book holder explains it. Yeah, but you know what? Even without the book holder, when I'm just hanging on to the book, the steam might cause it to be a little moist. But not actually wet. It might become a bit damp. Apparently poopsicles are a thing. Not surprised. Baths are more enjoyable with the right company. That is true. And there used to be a hotel in downtown LA called the Standard. There's another one, I think on Sunset. But the one that was in downtown LA had bathtubs that could fit at least 2 people, if not 4. Here's a thought: waterproof Bluetooth speakers so you can enjoy audiobooks while in the bath. Here's a thought: Audible on my phone. So I actually don't even need a waterproof Bluetooth speaker. I would like one for the shower downstairs so I can listen to music. Has anyone tried or know anything about red light therapy beds? I have not tried them. I've heard about them. And apparently they keep marketing them. There's a place that uses them near here, and they've been engaging in marketing on Facebook. Where is she? The Boreomorpho report. This is Yadira's pupper. You are missing out, people. There's nothing like warming the water on a wood stove and putting the tub in front of the wood stove and having a bubble bath when there is a blizzard outside. Now that does sound delightful. I do love a good bubble bath. Doggo in the water, I know, it's serious. This is Yadira's puppy. The Borimofo. Oh. Being a good boy and having a bath. Char Michael misses having a bath. Only a shower in her apartment. One day when she's rich, she'll redo the bathroom with a bath. Soggy boy. Soggy boy. Mouse chewing. Haven't had one in the cabin since I built it, desperately searching for traps. Living in darkness is hard enough. Mouse chewing all night, gonna drive me nuts. Yeah, I bet it is. Also, Fifi. Yadira sent me photos of Fifi. We have mice or some kind of creatures. I personally think it's the ground squirrels. Somebody lives in the walls here, and I hear them scampering and scurrying and sometimes getting into fights with each other all the time. This is Fifi with his girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever it is, but he is putting the shoes to it. I mean, look at the face. Oh, Muffin is a girl but doesn't mind the misgendering. I'm sorry. She is a good girl. She's the goodest girl. The puppy is a girl. No sign of mice at all since the Ermine moved in. Ermine? Very intense face on Fifi. I apologize, Muffin. I did not misgender you on purpose. Sorry. Yeah, there are critters in the walls, and I don't know what they are. I think they're ground squirrels. They sound too big to be mice. Any mice, I mean, yeah, there are mice. But any mice that Jake used to catch were teensy guys. Same as the ones in the garage. They're just small. They're only little. Um, whatever it is that's in the walls and living in between this level's floor and downstairs ceiling. I don't. It sounds bigger than mice. So I don't know. I'm going to blame the ground squirrels. It could be regular squirrels. It could be Jefferson, that asshole red squirrel that we have around here. I don't know. I don't know who's in there, but either way, they get into scuffles and they are loud. Oh no, I had a dead something in my wall once and it was the worst. Oh, it is gnarly. The smell of putrefaction is something that you never, once you've smelled it, you will always know it and you will never mistake it for anything else. When we were working at the inpatient recovery facility, something got into the wall and it died. And it was worse when we were in the med closet getting all the meds ready for everybody for med pass. And they kept trying to go up in there with like Febreze and shit. I'm like, you guys, it's not going to help. Oh my God, I have no idea what it is. What could it be? What could it be? And finally, I just snapped and I'm like, that is the smell of putrefaction. Something is dead and it is rotting. That's what it is. It has now been identified. Ask no more questions. Just figure out a way. Do we have to tear down a wall? Find out what we have to do to get rid of it. Because getting rid of it or letting it pass with time until it's no longer stinky, those are your two options. So figure it out. But that is putrefaction. Coat in lye to mitigate putrefaction smell. Putrefaction smell, yes. Whoever it was that died in there did not have the courtesy to roll about in lye before it kicked the bucket. And because it was worse in the med closet, you know, where we had to be to get the meds ready. The people who were the ones who would pass meds, the TMAs, had it the worst. And oh my God, it was awful. And of course, I didn't have any Vicks to dab under my nose. We don't like the half dead mice. Fully alive or fully dead. No zombie mice in traps. Brain overload can't deal with that. That's fair enough, Panda Kelly. Paradox. In UK, on average, you're never more than 10 feet from a rat. 3 or 4 rats are considered an infestation. But in New York, infestations run into the hundreds of rats. Are you kidding me? Hundreds? No, honey. Way more than that. Thousands. Yeah, Jake used to catch mice all the time. Now that Jake has passed, Mochi's not interested in catching mice. So there's probably some that are actually growing up in the furnace room. And of course, we've got them in the garage. I don't care. I don't care about mice in the garage. I really don't. Every once in a while, they squabble loudly, and I admonish them. Fighting is not necessary. There's plenty of food in here if you know where to look. And I see them scampering about. It was funny because we were trying to figure out where to put the cracked corn and the bunny food the other night, and Mom said, "Well, what about on top of the recycling bin? I don't think they can get up there." And I just laughed and I'm like, "You are precious. Yes, they can." My parents once had a bat that went down their chimney and into their thankfully unlit wood stove. They had to get it out, avoid being bitten, and keep the cat away from it while they got it outside. Oh, bless. That poor bat was probably terrified. I found a little brown bat once in when I was living in Jersey, and I don't know why the poor thing was out in the daylight. May have gotten injured, may have become lost. Um, but I had to put on thick leather gloves, coax it into a shoebox. I put some water in there for it, punched some holes in the top, and put the lid of the shoebox on. He was so weak that he couldn't even push off the top of a shoebox. Um, but he sure could scream. Did a lot of yelling. My parents, oh, yeah, I just read that. Squirrels in attic of childhood home, humanely trapped by OT8 John Allender, released in woods. Nice. I don't know, a few days later he did it again. Maybe not the smartest bat, but he had to have been terrified. Poor thing. And it's not like you can even protect against that sort of thing. It's just something that's going to occasionally happen. That's chimneys be like that. I mean, the entrances into bat houses are wee slits. They squish. They squish themselves. They make themselves very flat, and they can get into just about anything. After that, they fix the chimney to put a stop to that. Okay. I mean, maybe if you put a grate over the top of the chimney of some sort, that would make sense. Poor thing. I always feel bad for animals that wind up accidentally inside human domiciles and are so confused and have no idea what on earth they've done, where they are, or how they're supposed to get out. And so I wind up talking to them as I'm trying to help guide them out. I live in an old trailer surrounded by mostly trees and cow fields. I hear all kinds of rodents all the time. Some even ruined the last car I had. They like the soy plastic coating on the wiring. Oh, that makes sense. I suppose they do. And I do appreciate Yadira telling people that some of y'all haven't done the YouTubey stuff so far ahead. Hit it. It takes two to make a thing go right. The like or the dislike. Hit them, please. Whichever one. I don't care which. As Sophia said before, I'll pass on the marriage, but I'm here for the engagement. So yeah, engage, please. Grates over chimneys are not a good idea. Collect creosote and plug you up. Okay, that makes sense. Chiropterologist, scientist that studies bats. Okay, I think it involved putting a screen of some sort over the top. Don't remember. Okay, well, I don't know anything about any of it. Can pets do Scientology? Blythe has a very reactive mind to the cockatoos that hang outside our windows. Ooh, yeah. Wonder what we could do to flatten that for her. I don't know how she'd be able to audit that out. Maybe do a touch assist. The mice especially like the puppies' food, so they become very annoying. Yes, I had to get a metal trash can to put the dog's food in to keep them out of it. Yep, yep, because they will chew through plastic totes. They sure will. Um, I don't know how you'd keep a bat out of your chimney. Oh, Bilf says he heard that there was some lady in LA who did pet auditing for rich Scientologists. Wait, are cockatoos an Australian thing? Well, they are found certainly in other parts of the world. We don't have them here. Cockatoos are the bomb. They are so funny. Okay, yeah, we don't have them in the wild here. Chiropter from the Greek handwing. That makes sense. Because bats do have little hands on their wingies. Little hooks where their elbows. You're groggy from the night, Mads? That's okay, you did we're not mad at you. How do you get an animal to hold on to the cans? Do you strap them to their little paws? Do they have to use lotion first? Make sure they've had their brekkie and enough naps so that they can be auditable? I have so many questions now. How does pet auditing work? That's ridiculous. I'm really having a tough time with this. I'm trying to imagine pet auditing and what a session like that would look like. How do you even know what they're Wow. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. A lot of questions. And then you think you flattened them on one thing. You've blown their charge unlike cockatoos. But then a pigeon comes along. LRH audited tomato plant. OT7 spent decades auditing beings with no mestobottings. Well, fair. And I do remember the tomato plant. Okay, use my allotted battery power. I'm off. 9 hours of staring into the dark till sunup. We got this. Peace out, peeps. Hey, Nomi, we got you, babe. We got you. We love you. Reach out if, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. But in the meantime, imagine you're a Porpington. Bet those tomatoes were inedible. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I want to know. Do they put the lotion in the basket? That's a good question. It puts the lotion in the basket. It puts the lotion in the fucking basket. Bitch, put the lotion in the basket. Oh, good. See? Bilf is on his way. He's going to drive to Nomi's with strippers and coke. Just what everybody needs. You're laughing when I say cockatoo? You would be, Yadira. My own little special, lovely, nasty, filthy minded. Yep. All right. Well, y'all, I've been going on for about 2 hours now, babbling at all of you. I need to go and trim my bangs like right now because it's starting to make me completely insane and I got to fix that. So, yes, I love that Choo Choo finally saw Silence of the Lambs as well. It made so many memes make more sense to her. Yeah, so now she gets it. Personally, I just remember Stewie Griffin when a friend fell down the well and he's like, "It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again." I lost it when I saw that happen. His little football head peeking over the top of the well. So yeah, I've been babbling for about 2 hours now, and I am gonna head on out. I'm gonna make like a hockey puck and leave. Um, but I'll be back here tomorrow, probably after making a shitload of cookies and sticky black gingerbread, and maybe even the paleo shortbread cookies that Skylight Night told me about because those looked good. Um, and I hope that you all have a lovely day, a good night. Whenever it is, wherever you are, I hope it's a good one. Or at least not a terrible one. And that you know that the corner booth is always here for you. Be well, sleep sweet, stay safe, watch out for deer. Charmichael is tipsy and holding Blythe like a baby. One more for the road. Xenu. Whoa, whoa, whoa. One more sip ought to get it. I think there's a bag of chips in the kitchen. One more for the road. Char's favorite Family Guy is when he renovates a house with Brian. Okay. I don't think I've seen that one. I'll see you all tomorrow. Approximately same bug time, although I will try to be actually on time tomorrow. Definitely same bug channel. Spare some ones, some thoughts, some good juju for the people who are having it worse than you right now. And I love you right back, Char. Char and Yadira are singing Ricky Martin songs in the chat. I mean, this is how we do here. This is how we do it. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace to you.